I will ask my questions on behalf of Canadians, not according to how the Liberals think I should. Where are the, how about this, Minister? You won't tell us where 30,000 people are. How many of them are lost? How many do you not know where they are? Just a number.
Do you think that this is the new normal under your watch in Canada?
But I believe we have...
What number? What percent?
Well, Mr. Caputo, if you want the correct answer, I would invite you to ask...
Sorry, no, we'll have to stop the time is up.
Gang, what's up? Aaron, Canadian Looney. Happy New Year. Hanging out with Sweet Pea to watch another great committee investigation video. We've got Frank Caputo here, who was ready to freak out at Minister of Public Safety Gary Anandasangaree and his lack of answers, his inability to answer. Let's check it out. Happy New Year, gang. Smash the like, hit subscribe, get your Canadian federal politics right here. Let's check out Frank freaking out on Gary Anandasangaree. Let's go.
Anandasangaree. Minister, if you don't know the answer, please don't put the question to someone else. I just want to hear directly from you, please. Minister, how many students does CBSA currently have working for it?
At this point, I can't advise, Mr. Caputo, but I can ask...
839. I'll answer the question for you.
Well, as of today, I'm not so sure you could be that accurate, Mr. Caputo. I think I would ask the President to maybe offer...
Well, that number came from the union, 839 in 2024. I trust the union.
The question you posed, if I may correct,
this is my time, Minister. I'm asking you questions.
So I'll ask both of you just to make sure that we don't overlap in our comments and questions.
Minister, 18.96 in 2024-2025 at Trudeau Airport. These are students who are meeting people at the point of entry, deciding whether they are letting in a terrorist or deciding whether the person they are letting in with has drugs. Are you okay with a student with 3 weeks training, one of which is for use of force, evaluating such important matters at the border?
Mr. Caputo, I've had the opportunity to visit many ports of entry, including airports, and I can assure you the role of students is critical to the operation of CBSA. They're trained, they're supervised, and they don't work in a high-risk environment. So they do very important work, and they support, in fact, regular officers who sometimes are on vacation during the summer.
I have no doubt, but they are the principal point of contact with people. 1 in 5 students. And you're okay with that?
Mr. Caputo, I've met with many students throughout the summer, and I know they're exceptionally good people who are well-trained and well-supported. So they do not make decisions on high-threat environments. They do their job in a routine manner, and there is, at every ports of entry, there are different levels of expertise that's there to support the work.
Thank you, Minister. That's how many foreign nationals are awaiting deportation in Canada?
Mr. Caputo, I can get back to you, or I can ask Mr. Gorman to advise.
Why don't we actually refer to Mr. McCrory, VP for Canada Border Services Agency. According to Blacklocks, he said 30,000 foreigners awaiting deportation. Number one, that number is shocking. More shocking is that you don't know it. Where are those 30,000 people?
Mr. Caputo, I'm not here for a spelling bee. Okay, let me be very clear. Okay, so if your intention here is to
Minister, you're the minister.
I will...
Stops with you, Minister.
Point of order.
Buck stops with you, Minister.
All right, point of order. What is it? Mr. MPA Sassi?
C'est la deuxième fois que ça arrive, que ça se produit.
It's the second time this happens, that the two are speaking at the same time, and we can't understand anything, and I think it's difficult for the interpreters as well. It would really be important that one person speak at a time.
Good interpretation, and there's a responsibility of everyone, including, if I may suggest, the staff and the Minister and the Secretary of State.
Minister, a spelling bee? You equate 30,000 lost deportations to a spelling bee? I'm going to ask you again. Do you know where they are, yes or no?
There are, these people are going through a system of enforcement and removals, and I can tell you categorically that This year, we're on target to remove over 20,000 individuals who are awaiting deportation removals. And next year, we hope to enhance that.
But
Last
Minister-
year, we
Minister,
had over
I'm
18,000
gonna reclaim my time.
removals.
Mr. Caputo, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I
but
get
do
to,
we-
I'm going to reclaim my time here, with all due respect, Chair. I've asked a very concise question and I didn't get a concise answer. Minister, you do not know where these people are. In fact, the CBSA
BSSE?
says...
Point of order, Mr. Chair. I have been attending committee meetings for over 10 years. Generally, in these meetings, ministers do arrive with their officials in the event that they want to provide additional details. I don't quite understand why Mr. Caputo, right off the bat, said that the minister isn't allowed to consult with them to provide further details. That is the norm around here. That is the procedure around here. And I would ask Mr. Caputo to provide the minister the opportunity, if need be, to consult with his officials who have taken the time to be here with us today. Thank you.
On that same point of order, first of all, not a point of order. The standing orders don't tell us that we have to ask our questions in a certain way. I will ask my questions on behalf of Canadians, not according to how the Liberals think I should. Where are the... how about this, Minister? You won't tell us where 30,000 people are. How many of them are lost? How many do you not know where they are? Just a number.
Mr. Caputo, there's 30,000 people who are going through the system and they're going to be removed. They're in queue. We know their addresses. We know where they reside. Many of them have reporting requirements. They regularly report to our CBSA offices across Canada. There's sometimes telephone reporting. So there's ongoing monitoring for those who are being removed.
I beg
Not in
your
all
pardon,
cases,
Minister?
but the vast majority of cases.
I beg your pardon, you said we know where they are. Okay.
We have 30 more seconds. And
Actually, I have a minute and 22 more seconds, Mr. Chair. The point of order should not count to my time. Minister, how many, this was asked in committee, I believe it was, quote from Mr. McQuarrie, we don't track the location of every individual. Now, you just told us you know where everybody is. We track their locations, and yet the VP of CBSA contradicted you in a story from Blacklock.
Point of order, Mr.
Are you
Chair.
wrong, or is he wrong? No, that's...
Point of order.
My question.
Mr. Ramsey,
Minister has, dans la réponse du ministre, il a dit qu'il ne savait.
In his answer, he said he did not know where every individual was, and Mr. Caputo has said that he did know where all these people were. And she should at least listen to the answers. Well, none of these are points of order, and we're talking about relevant information, but we cannot allow the exchange between the minister and Mr. Caputo to be interrupted endlessly. So I think everyone's understood. We expect that the conversation will be fluid. And I'm telling Mr. Caputo that we are effectively going to give him 30 more seconds, given the interruptions. But in future, we will take time away because points of order are not part of the exchange.
Points of order when we are talking about how the minister says we know where everybody is of the 30,000, and a vice president for CBSA in direct contradiction, quote, we don't track the location of every individual, end quote. Minister, are you right that you know where they are, or is the VP right? I see you just got a note there, so which is it?
Mr. Caputo, we have addresses for individuals who are in the removal queue.
So you're telling us you are confident you know where those 30,000 people are?
Not every single one of them, but I believe we have.
What number? What percent?
Well, Mr. Caputo, if you want the correct answer, I would invite you
You're
to
the
ask
minister.
Mr.
Mr.
Gorman.
Caputo,
You're
I'm
citing
sorry.
me,
No, we'll have to
Minister.
stop
The buck
the
stops with you,
time is
Minister.
up anyway.
Mr. Chair, if I may, we're here to provide concrete answers to legitimate questions that both the opposition and...
Understood, Mr. Anandasangaree, but time is over for this particular intervention.
Minister, we just heard from Ms. O'Gorman on a question from the Liberals. What wasn't included, and again, I'm asking you, what wasn't included in there were how many people of the 30,000 awaiting deportation orders from you, just a number. How many of the 30,000 deportation orders are on warrant right now?
Mr. Caputo, I can't give you that number for as of today. What I can suggest
Approximate?
is, if you want an answer that gives you more accurate information, I think we should ask Mr. Gorman.
Do you have an approximate number? You are the minister. The buck stops with you. Do you even have an approximate number? 20%, 10%? Do you know, like, this is your job to know this, Minister.
Mr. Caputo, what I do know is that CBSA is working towards removals. We've had the highest removals last year of 18,000 individuals. This year, we're set to surpass 20, and in future years, we will be increasing those numbers.
Minister, sorry,
have, Mr.
With all due respect, Minister, you have 30,000. So the 20,000 you removed last year, we have 150% more awaiting. You don't know how many are at large. Do you know how many are at large that have criminal records?
Caputo, it's an evolving situation. Every single day, there's people who are added to the inventory, and every single day, there are people who are removed from the inventory because they've either left or they have regularized their status in whatever form. So, to be very clear, we are working towards removals.
That's not what I asked, Minister.
They're in an orderly manner.
With all due respect,
there's
Minister,
instances where we are unable to send.
Minister, with all due
Mr.
respect,
Caputo,
I asked a question. I'll just ask Ms. O'Gorman, do you know the number, just the number of what percentage are warrants of those 30,000 removal orders? Just the number, please. Approximately even.
30,000 removals in progress of people we are engaging. We have 32,000 warrants for people that we are looking for.
32, I beg your pardon? There are 32,000 warrants?
People who are in our wanted inventory that we are actively looking for.
I'm sorry, you have...
And I'll point out, all of this is posted publicly. These aren't secret numbers. They're on the CBSA website.
So you know them, but the minister doesn't, okay? So, I'm sorry, there are 32,000 people set for deportation that are on warrant, which means you don't know where they are? Am I clear?
Correct. We are looking for them. And I will point out, these, as I said, are points in time. And so since we last met, we have removed more of those people on warrant. And then, unfortunately, we have had people who have absconded. These are fluid.
I understand
and
they're fluid.
500 CBSA officers doing excellent work
I don't
all of
doubt
the
that.
Time
Ma'am?
to remove these individuals.
Ma'am, with all due respect, we have 30,000 deportation orders. This is half of Kamloops we're talking about. That 32,000 people are lost. I'm just going to leave it there and give the time to MP Kirkland. I'm just befuddled at that number. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It seemed from the testimony in the beginning, thank you all for being here. I'm going to try to be very succinct because I have a very short bit of time. It sounded a lot like everything is fine. You know, we're working at this. The borders are getting there. We're getting secure. We're on our way, and it feels like, you know, you're saying everything is fine. But Minister, this question is for you. Violent crimes in Toronto is up 60%. Homicides up 62%. Sexual assaults up 73%. And extortion up 245%. Police are now telling Canadians to follow a 9 p.m. routine. Durham Regional Police, Niagara Police are asking people to shut their doors, lock their doors, put their alarm systems on at 9 p.m., keep themselves safe. Do you think that this is the new normal under your watch in Canada?
Madam, Ms. Kirkland, I've had an opportunity to meet with many of the law enforcement agencies you cite, and I can say that overall the trend of crime is going down.
I'm sorry, I just asked if you think this is the new normal.
Well, you gave a preamble, and I believe I have equal time to respond to the time that you took to pose the question. So if I may, I've spoken to a number of police services that you cite. Overall trend of crime is going down. obviously there's people who don't feel that way and fully recognize that there's been a number of high-profile instances. We are working as a government.
Excuse me, I'm
including
sorry,
bringing
Mr.
I'm sorry,
forward-
I have to interrupt that segment. I'm sorry for that.
We'll wrap it up right there, gang. Happy New Year. Like, share, subscribe. Smash the like. Hit subscribe. Give a brother a holiday gift. Something like that. Anyhow, we cover Canadian federal politics right here. A lot of videos like that one. We cover legacy media, the House of Commons, like on the floor when House is in session. That's it. Season's greetings. Take care. Thanks for watching this video. Check one of the other ones out. Smash the like. Hit subscribe. Catch you in the next video. We're out.